Let's read The Great Passover Escape, written by Pamela Moritz, illustrated by Florence Weiser. Great Passover Escape. It was evening at the Biblical Zoo in Jerusalem. The zoo will be closing for Passover tomorrow night, said Ellie the elephant to her kangaroo friend Kang. Closing? But I want to celebrate Passover, Kang said, peering over the wall. I want to try that flat, crunchy thing people eat at the Seder. It looks yummy. I think that's called a cracker, said Ellie with a wise nod. No, I think it's kind of toast, said Kang. It's matzah, said Chimp, their neighbor. Be quiet, both of you. I'm trying to sleep. Matzah, said Ellie and Kang, looking at each other. Shh, said the chimp, closing her eyes. Kang whispered to Ellie, I have an idea. Let's sneak out of the zoo. Let's find a family and celebrate Passover with them. We can read from that book. What's it called? A coloring book, said Ellie, nodding confidently. No, said Kang, scratching her nose. It's a notebook. It's a Haggadah, said the chimp with a sigh. I'm trying to sleep, and you'll never be able to escape from the zoo. The walls are too high. How do you know? Asked Ellie. When I'm swinging from the trees, I can see over the walls, said the chimp. You'll see, said Ellie. I'm sure we can do it. I don't think so, said Chimp. The next evening, Kang took a deep breath, gave a huge jump, and jumped over the wall into Ellie's pen. He landed on her back. Are you sure I'm not too heavy? He asked. You're perfect, said Ellie. You're noisy, harumphed Chimp. She opened one eye just as Ellie opened the lock to the elephant's gate with her trunk. You don't know what you're doing, said Chimp. You'll get lost. Ellie will step on a car. Oh, just come with us, said Kang. Chimp shook her head. We could use your help, said Ellie. Said Chimp. Well, if you need my help, then I'll come with you. And she scrambled across the trees and landed on Ellie's back. Zookeeper Schmulek cleans my habitat, Ellie said, lumbering towards the exit. He told me all about Passover. He said that on Passover we say, let all who are hungry come and eat. And I'm hungry. Me too, said Kang. Let's find a house with a family that celebrates Passover. Maybe we can join them before they start their wonderful Passover meeting. It's not a Passover meeting, it's a Passover party, said Ellie. It's a Passover Seder, sighed Chimp. Shmulek told me that in the Passover story, when Pharaoh wouldn't let the Jews leave Egypt, God sent 10 planes so the Jews could leave, said Ellie. No, it was 10 plates, corrected Kang. 10 plagues, sighed Chimp. Yes, said Kang, that's what I meant. And Shmulek said that finally God sent Morty to free the slaves. No, it was Milty, said Ellie with a nod. Moses, said Chimp. Yes, Moses, that's it. The three friends arrived at the zoo's big entrance gate. It was locked. What should we do? Kang asked Chimp. It's too high for me to jump over. Chimp quickly scrambled up the gate and over to the other side. Unlocking it, she swung the door open, and Ellie and Kang tiptoed out into the world. Hey, we did it! We're free! Exclaimed Kang. Just like in the Passover story, said Ellie. I think the Seder will be starting soon, said Ellie, as they wandered into a little neighborhood. Shmulek said there will be bitter and sweet foods to taste. Maybe there'll be lemon peels and mangoes. No, there Don't guess, said Chimp, reaching up and gently closing Chang's mouth. I'll tell you. The special foods are maror and haroset. Maror is a bitter herb to remind how bitter the slaves' lives were. And haroset is the sweet food. It's made of nuts and apples. It's yummy, but it looks like the clay the slaves used to make the bricks. Wow, Chimp, said Kang. How do you know so much about Passover? Well, I've lived in the biblical zoo since I was born, said Chimp. Shmulek taught me all about Passover. It's my favorite holiday. I'm so excited to go to my first Seder. I'm glad you came with us, Ellie said as they came to a house with a beautifully set table. I see the special circle plate, said Ellie. No, it's the sample plate, said Kang. Seder plate. Chimp shook her head as Ellie lumbered to the front door. I'm a little nervous knocking on a stranger's door, Ellie said to her friends. Just then the door swung open, and it was Shmulek, cried Ellie, Kang, and Chimp. Welcome, Shmulek said to his friends. Let all who are hungry come and eat. About Passover. Passover is a week-long holiday celebrated in the spring when we remember the exodus of the Jews from slavery in Egypt. Passover begins with a Seder, a festive meal of prayers, readings, songs, and the tasting of symbolic foods. About the biblical zoo. The Tish family bought the Tish family zoological gardens in Jerusalem, also known as the Biblical Zoo, is an unusual 62-acre zoo containing more than 140 species of animals that are either mentioned in the Bible or are endangered species from around the world. Rotem, a 4-week-old female South African giraffe calf, stands near his mother at the Biblical Zoo. A woman pushes a baby stroller past a family feeding a goat at Jerusalem's Biblical Zoo.